Hey, brothers. And I just want to talk about something real quick, man. It was on my mind this morning, and it's something I've been thinking about for a long time. And I really want to share it with y'all this morning, brothers. One thing we have to do going forward is we have to stop allowing women to hide behind sex, brothers. We have to stop allowing women to hide behind sex. And what I mean by that is, when you meet a sister, man, whatever type woman you like, whether you like them slim, whether you like them thick, whether you like them tall, whether you like them chocolate, whether you like them whatever, man. Like, even if we're coming at this woman the correct way, like, we see this woman and we're coming at her the long way, right? It's still in the back of our mind, like, man, them curves are looking right. Like, at some point, I want to partake in that. And to be honest, that desire creeps up in front of really understanding who it is we're dealing with. So the thing that happens in a lot of relationships, man, we allow women to put that thing on us, and it really veils everything else. It really hides a lot of things else. In other words, like a lot of red flags that you would have noticed and responded to, or a lot of words that she says, or a lot of actions she puts out at a later time that you would have responded a certain way to. You don't respond to it because she's put that magic on you. You know what I'm saying? So we just have to get to the point, man, where we can control ourselves, man, and we can put ourselves in positions and begin relationships off where it forces a woman to not be able to hide behind sex. And really all it is forcing whatever's on the inside of her, is forcing it out. I'm gonna say that again, man. When you meet a woman, man, and the energy is going right and the vibe is right and y'all connecting, when you let a woman know that, hey, you know what, sex is not the main priority to me. Like, I got to know who you are. It forces every single thing on the inside of her to come to the forefront, whether she wants it or not. It's forcing everything to come out front, man. You know what I'm saying? It's letting you really know. It's really letting you know how she sees the world. And I always say that, man, even when it comes to men or women, I said, you can tell who a person is by how they see the world. Listen to what they say about everything. Listen to their viewpoint on everybody in their life. Listen to their viewpoint on certain scenarios. They'll tell you who you are. And I'm telling you, man, a lot of things that we deal with as men, like we get online and we say, hey, man, you know what? This right here happened a year or two down the road. Or I had this situation. I didn't know my woman was doing that. A lot of those things we would have known if we would have just kept our thing in our pocket for 5 more minutes and forced that woman to bring that true part of herself to the forefront. You have to know how she sees the world, bro. And I'm gonna tell you, man, a lot of women that have absolutely nothing to say, that lets you know she has absolutely no value. I'm talking about a woman, man, you meet and y'all are sitting down, whether it's over dinner, whether it's y'all are sitting down kind of, cuddling by the fireplace, watching TV, and y'all are just talking. If a woman has absolutely nothing to say at no point in time, that means that all she has is the yoni. That means she has absolutely nothing else to offer but the yoni. And I'm telling you, man, in the year of your Lord, 2024, 25, that's a no-go. Men that move like we move, that's a no-go, man. Like the days of just having a thick ass and a cute face and popping eyebrows brother, those days are long gone. Those days are long gone, man. It's like the way with the world doing what it's doing now. If a woman doesn't have value, and that value is going to be different for every man. For some men, it's going to be just like, you know what? I need a woman who can have good conversation with me and talk to me and bring peace to my life. If she doesn't have that, some men might need a woman with some technical skills or some knowledge about certain things. Or, every man is going to need something different, man. But what we have to do is stop trying to just jump in everybody's draws and sit there and say, let me see who this woman is. Let me see who I'm about to blend worlds with. Yes, she thinks she's fine, but let me see if she's somebody I want to go the long haul with. Force her to bring those things on the inside to the forefront. When I think about this, man, I can look at just some situations in my life, relationships over the past. And when I think about it, I say, you know what? The way that relationship ended, I said, she told me exactly what it was early in the game. But I had that veil over my eyes of sex. Like she had already thrown that magic on me. I couldn't really hear it. In other words, when you withhold that energy, man, and force her to bring that true part to the forefront, she's going to tell you exactly what she's seen. I'm gonna tell you this, man. One of the most important things you need to take from a woman you meet is what she's seen. In other words, she might tell you that, hey, growing up in the house, all I saw was mom and daddy fighting. All I saw was mama or daddy cheating on each other. All I saw was my brothers and sisters, leaving their husbands, going out cheat for a while and coming back. All I saw was alcoholism. If she's forcing that down, if that's all of her conversation and she doesn't follow that up with, hey, you know what? This is what I had to do to heal. Bro, she's telling you exactly what the relationship is going to entail. She's telling you exactly what the relationship is going to be. She's telling you exactly how the relationship is going to end. But if she's throwing that wet on you, but you just act like it never even happened. You act like it never even happened. And I'll be honest, man, I'll be honest. And y'all heard me say this recently. I've been in relationships where I've seen a number of small red flags. And they were just small red flags, but there were just like acres of them. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of times we'll see red flags, and if that's taking place, we'll ignore them. But when you withhold that from the table, man, you're in a mindset of like, you know what? I want to see what you talk. I want to see what this is about. We'll ignore red flags, bro. And when we look back and situations are over, we'll say like, dang it. Like, how did I not see that? Like I saw issue after issue after issue after issue. Like why didn't I respond to that? And I'm telling you why, bro. It's because you let her put that magic on you, man. You know what I'm saying? Even when a woman this is one thing you gotta listen for, bro. Listen to how she speaks about every man. It's like you 40 plus years old, you 50 years old, you 30 years old, and you telling me every man in your life ain't been shit. Like in other words, you telling me every man is at fault. You telling me every man you've encountered is at fault. You've done nothing. I'm gonna tell you this, bro. Boy, I had to learn this the hard way. Never entertain a woman that has no accountability. A woman that has to go down to the depths of her soul to even think about saying, I'm sorry. And she won't say it. Brother, run from them women at all costs, man. Shout out to my sister, Keela, out of Philadelphia, man. She's a member of Exit Strategies, and she's working on a project kind of talking about that, man. And I don't want to talk about that, but she has a huge movement coming, and I'm looking forward to that taking place in the near future. But never entertain a woman that takes no accountability. Never entertain a woman that where every man in her past wasn't nothing. It's like you telling me your baby daddy wasn't crap, but you laid with him. You laid with him, but he ain't shit. You telling me your ex-husband is just absolutely trash. He never did anything right. But at the same time, your child wants to go live with him instead of living with your crazy ass. Make it make sense, man. And I'm telling you, a lot of these things that we see and we experience, once that cloud gets over us, we'll just say, it's all to the good. I know I'll be over there last night. I'll be over there tonight and she'll be doing that thing I like. And we'll ignore all these things that are important to us, bro. So all I'm saying, man, is us as men, man, we have to put the value back on us. At some point in time, and I don't know if it was 1,000 years ago, I don't know if it was I don't know when it was, but at some point in time, man, we let the game swap up. At some point in time, we became the pursuers of the yoni. That's not how it's supposed to be, man. I don't care. And I know people will say, men are supposed to be chasing women and da-da-da-da-da. It's not supposed to be like that. And I'm not saying that women should be running down men to get their approval. But if we're the providers, if we're the protectors, if we're the one that's bringing the antelope from the fields, from the hunt, then why are we doing all this work, but we're the ones supposed to be pursuing? So the game has been swapped up to having us just chasing after women. And us chasing after women, once they put that thing on us, brother, we're in a trance. We're in a trance, man. So all I'm saying, brothers, is like we have to learn to control ourselves. We have to learn to move like men of understanding. We have to learn to be men of purpose and understand that, hey, you know what? Okay, you know what? I think you sweet. I think you sexy. I like your thick ass. I like them curves. I like the way you move. I like that natural hair. I like all that stuff. But I'm not like other men. You know what I'm saying? That's what you got to tell her. That's what has to exude out of your pores. Like, yeah, I like all that shit. Like, I'm turned on like hell, but I'm not like other men. I don't have the same desires as they have. I don't move like they move. So don't think that you can just come over here and throw the so-and-so on and look a certain way and think that I'm going to be lost in the sauce. Like, no, I have to know who you are. Because at the end of the day, man, like I said before, what I said before, one of the key things that stands out, one of the key things that will let you know who a woman is if her words and her actions meet, if they match. That's the key indicator right there, man, that I wish I would have known this understanding a long time ago. But you have to make sure that her words and her actions match. And I'm gonna tell you this, man, like you can meet a woman on the gram and y'all can DM, y'all can FaceTime, y'all can talk on the phone for 2 weeks, man, and she's saying, oh, I'm this and this is how I see the world and yada, 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 yada. But you get in her space for a little bit and you like, oh, okay, like you really ain't about that life. Like, I hear what you said, but your actions are on a different page. That's the red flag of red flags, man. And a lot of times, man, we'll get in relationships, and whether it's 2 years, whether it's 5 years, whether it's 20-year marriages, one day we'll just snap out of it and say, well, I'll be damned. Like you were never the person that you said you were. Like I've been in this relationship for 20 years. We married, 2 kids, got a house and whatever. And when I think about it, you've been nothing but talk. And the thing is, I've been like I've allowed you to camouflage your emptiness. I've allowed you to camouflage your toxicity. I've allowed you to camouflage your trauma behind that fat ass. So all I'm saying, man, is it's time for us to change the game. It's time for us to level up because the world is only going to respond to us. Women are only going to do what they do when we allow it. When you see women twerking in the streets and acting all ratchet or whatever women are doing, it's only taking place because us as men have allowed it. When we make a woman, when we start only choosing women that walk in a certain order, all women will govern themselves. Every single one of them. But it's our standard. So we can't really sit back and point at women saying, women do this, women do that. When we've set the bar, when we're the governors, it's because there are a group of men that still entertain these low vibrational women. So all I'm saying, man, it's time for us to level up in that area of life as men. Because we can talk about leveling up the bag and leveling up the, health and all this stuff. We got to start leveling up our counterparts. We got to start holding them accountable, man. We got to start making them move a certain way. And I'm going to tell you this. Once you start holding a woman to the fire, she's going to do something different. In other words, I'm going to tell you like this. Like I said in my last video, when men get around me, if they aren't forward moving, they're going to feel real uncomfortable. A woman is the same way. When a woman comes in my space, if she isn't moving in a certain manner, if she doesn't have a certain mindset, she's going to feel very uncomfortable, bro. She's going to feel extremely uncomfortable. And I'm not talking about putting any kind of pressure on a woman, but it's like I'm going to extract something out of a woman. And if it's not there, she's going to feel empty. She's going to be jealous. And at some point, she's going to dip. She might even creep before she dips. But I'm going to tell you this, a woman in my life, man, if she's not really about that life, it's a matter of time before I see it. Because I'm going to go inside and extract whatever is in there. I'm bringing whatever's in the depths of her soul, I'm bringing it to the forefront. You know what I'm saying? In other words, I'm going to see it, and then I'm going to force her to look at it. You You know what I'm saying? And that's how we have to be as men, because to be honest, a real woman wants that. A real woman wants you to level up, and she wants you to assist her in leveling up. But a woman that hides behind that veil of sex, no, she doesn't want that, bro. What she wants is every time you say, hey, you and Keisha, y'all was out kind of late last night. But at the same time, I saw Keisha on the gram say she was somewhere else. Like, what's going on? She want to be able to throw that thing on you. Or she want to be the woman where you like, you know what? Hey, babe, you know what? You used to do this thing. You used to look out for me in this way, but you ain't done that in like 6 months. Like, what's going on with that? She want to be able to throw that thing on you, and you just like, oh, let me forget about that. So all I'm saying, brothers, is let's just stop letting women hide behind the yoni, man.